Broadcast app. I'm just about to post it.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
Here we go. 11 MT. Stop.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Burrow on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They will throw on first down with Burrow. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing on first down. Stover being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
A give, running right, Achane. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. Gets around him. Still going. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first and 10, Stover. Out route to Hill, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get this to about the 38. The Dolphins had 8-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down. Stover. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. On first down, Stover. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing on first down. Stover. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. On second down now, Childs. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 yards on the pickup.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Stover. That is caught. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Breaks a tackle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Again, it's Achane, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they have a 1st down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stover. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Touchdown! A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point safely through, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong 1st half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the 1st half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better.
Achane hit, and the ball is held. And now off to the races. races down the right side. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals take over first and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First down, here's Burrow. They'll get this out to Kamara. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. You know, Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
On third down, Childs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Dolphins' 18-yard line.
11, 12, 12, 12.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we back now in Miami. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. Third and goal. Burrow. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown Bengals. Daniel Bellinger. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And McPherson on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Up the middle, Achane. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Stover. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
At their own 3-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now a give right side. Childs. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Stover. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run. Achane.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon Achane.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
11. Hey, can.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Now he's loose at the 40. Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins,
64 yards.
And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw on 3rd down, Stover. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
McPherson on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.